Alright, I haven't streamed in Sunday. I don't remember since when. Boy, that's preoccupying. But that's okay. We are here tonight. And tonight I would like to actually do some art practice because I haven't done anything like that. I have been doing some. Well, I guess I did with the crystals thingy. But tonight I would actually like to focus on some actual anatomy. I'm not going to begin with people, at least not yet. I do have something else in mind, so... Whoa. Chill music. Oh, I love this song from Windows 96. I wish I had like explicit authorization and like an actual acknowledgement from the guy who is Windows 96 to make some authorized music featuring from him. But again, I hope he just doesn't take my channel down, right? But okay. Now, what was I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to start a new canvas. Let's get on with it. Okay, so I have already in mind or what I want to do tonight. I say tonight, it's 6:40 a.m. What I want to do tonight, today, this morning, this particular beautiful day where the sun is rising, I'd actually would like to make some cat skulls, you know? So for example, I already had something copied in my clipboard. Something like this, right? But not exactly that. Well, you probably didn't see it very well, but let me show it again. Something like, hold on, like this, right? When I get to do some of the skulls, so they could be nicely appreciated and everything. And so I have like some practice on how I'm supposed to do a beautiful cat head. But I'm simply going to take a reference. Hopefully I can work with that and see where that takes me. Like for example here, I already have some piece of reference. I'm not going to just go ahead and trace it. I think that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. But this one is missing a jaw, however. We have a better one. Maybe I would like one. Yeah, maybe this one. This is a picture reference. Let's go with that. But I'm probably going to try to restrict this, try not to use like a straight up other person's drawing. Instead I'm gonna take a picture. Since I don't have access to a cat skull, or at least I don't want to have like, you know, have a single cat skull being used. Oh, also I forgot. But hello! Hi, two streams in one day? Well, technically it's another day for me.
Alpha build engaged. Voice module standing by.
Hi, Lotobot, good morning. Yeah, by the way, it's 6 a.m. for me, and yeah, it's relatively recent, I guess. For you? Hold on. Hold your horses. I should probably put that on, so you know, bots, maybe if you want to use, the first command, you actually can. You actually can do that now. Alright. Because yeah, the first command now exists and it gives you short bites. Isn't that cool? Alright, but yeah, it's technically another day for the night stream that I was doing yesterday. Well, yesterday relative to me. Yeah. Why are you drawing a dragon skull? It's not a dragon skull, it's actually a cat skull. I'm actually going to try to practice a little bit with like, you know, some actual technique to make my art a little bit better. In fact, that was kind of like the main idea of these streams, also to like study, do some studying live reference, and just, you know, share it with everybody. Let's lock this one. Let's actually have some nice, not hard on the eyes. Yeah, there we go. Although that's omitting this. Maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna have this. No, that's okay. Let's have this as background. But yeah, this is a cat skull, and I'm going to try to do that at least. See how well it goes. And sketch. Okay. But yeah, again, since I'm no expert still, I'm just gonna try to do something that I can find manageable, and the thing is not working anymore. That's weirdly that's what do you say? Unweirdly uncanny. So it's not weirdly uncanny? Is that what you mean? Let me see if this works. Copy from, I guess, Fired alpaca? I have to fire alpacas now. I think I can erase this one. Oh, this is really annoying. Yeah, I really need to get a new... I really need to buy Fired Alpaca CE. I think a lot of problems would be solved. Especially because apparently there's a new Fired Alpaca CE coming, but I don't have Fired Alpaca CE. But hey, it's unfortunately not too expensive. I can actually buy that. It's uncanny, not in a weird way. I think uncanny by default is already like kind of weird. Don't you think? Alright, let's see what I can start with. So, I can see that the shape already goes like this. So let me try to imitate some of that. Again, this is just going to be mostly a lot of studying. See how far I can make it. Like this. And probably put something like this. There we go. Yeah, it's less so. Yeah, it's probably more like this, in this way. If you buy Fried Alpaca CE, there won't be food on the table for the day, sadly. Unless you just eat instant ramen every day for every meal. You know, I actually did. There was a time in my life where I actually was just eating instant ramen. It sucked ass. It was pretty terrible, not gonna lie, right? But I guess it was for the, not really for the great reason, because I don't work there anymore. But I remember I did it because I got the offer for game testing when I entered my game testing job and when I was living at my, let's call it the penthouse. I say penthouse because it's a real shitty place, like one of the shittiest places you could ever live in, no? It wasn't even cheap. It's actually like cheaper where I live now 3 years later than then at the beginning. Hey Knight, good evening. I saw your message on the Discord server, but I didn't have the chance to reply. Don't worry about not being able to show up on stream. I'm gonna be doing it more frequently. And since I'm gonna be doing art, I don't think you'll be missing a lot. But good evening, Knight, good evening. Now that I think about it, I supposedly programmed the Lurabot to greet you, to say hello to you when you guys joined. If you would like such thing. I'm gonna try to, again, experiment with that. So let me get the dashboard working for that. I think I can make that work. But how's it going, Knight? I think it's good morning to you. For the bots, I believe it's more like good afternoon-ish, I believe. Hold on, let me try the greeting, user greetings. I think I have to actually manually add you back in. Hopefully this works properly. Bot scout, yeah.
Because Ludofox is holding me hostage and his prices are way too high.
My prices? What you mean? It was promised. Hold on, what are you saying? Oh wait, one second. Just a second. Let me figure something this out. Hold on. I'm doing a thing. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna give another greeting to my wonderful Knight here. Lurabot, what did you promise that? Promise what? It was promised to Lurabot 2,000 years ago. What are you talking about? It's actually 8 PM right now, and it's Sunday, and I have school tomorrow, but I don't have to worry because there's not really much important things to do. Oh, that's awesome. This is exactly the reason I wanted to stream in the morning, because I know some of you, like, would watch me, like, really early in the morning, or sometime in your afternoon, and right now I'm streaming at night, so that's cool. Let me put this one here. This one is double Y. Is that right? Do we put this correct? I think so. Okay, I supposedly added 2 greetings for when you guys show up on the chat. Like, specifically just the chat, not just the stream, right? So, like, maybe you just want to lurk, or you don't want to say anything. So, and the little bit just doesn't go like, oh, hello, Knight, or oh, hello, Bot Scout, you know, in that kind of thing. And I forgot to fix a command. Let me just do that because the subreddit command works, but it doesn't give you the actual command to my subreddit. So let me just get to that. r/ludafoxy. And I'm still trying to figure out how to like activate and make everything work. Okay, that has been working now. All right, we're working good. I'm also turning 15 tomorrow. No way! 3 years left until I become an adult and have to get a job. I like how you censor the word job. Hey, since it's your birthday tomorrow, feel free to make a request night. Please ask me for anything you like to have on to have as a drawing. I can make it work. Not sure if I will be able to finish tomorrow because I'm doing some practice here, as you can see. Hey, but please be my guest and ask me something. My parents tried to get me a job in the summer. Ew. There we go. Making food to the people who are in a retirement home or hospital. I forgot, but essentially you were you know, working with people and making food, right? Did you actually get the job and do something? But yeah, Knight, seriously, if you really want to, you can request me any kind of art, and I'll do my best to make it for you. See if I can make you something worthwhile. So I'm in the mood. I actually like doing requests, you know, both to challenge me. Like for example, yesterday's Jax's art. I'm not gonna say it was ugly, but I think I could have done way better on his art. I guess something like that, right? Sort of, more or less. I know it's not really centered, but okay. It's okay, Luda. You can take your time. If I had to make a request of a good birthday gift, would see you draw something you want to draw. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to be drawing some cats for starters. If you like, I could draw a cat if you have one. That would be good practice. I was thinking of drawing my cats and using some pictures as reference, but yeah. I love to draw anything that you like if you like. Didn't get the job because me no wanna. Oh man, that's sweet. I don't think I ever had a summer job until like I forced myself to get a job. I don't know if I ever told you the gossip of what happened on my first job, but like I have 2 first jobs, if that definition sort of fits. My first job, like technically first job, was when I don't have a cat, but that would be nice. Why don't I make the night cat? I think that could work. Alright, I'll make a cat for night that probably is for you. Maybe that would work. Anyway, regarding my first story with my first job, I remember that my first technical job, oh yes, these teats that I see sometimes, was when I found this thing on a plaza where I could like sell something like this. This is getting a little bit stylized. It's not looking anatomically accurate, I'm noticing. That's why we're here to practice. Was when I had to like give some cards out to some strangers. Like I would get paid a certain amount of money. They would give me some cards to like give out to people, which was torture for me. I did not want to talk to anyone or approach anyone. But you know, it's like those kind of people on the street where you have to like give people cards, right? It was this like idea where I was going to promote some event or something. It was, I think, some travel agency. But I had to promote the company. I don't remember, but it was just me. I was like 18 exactly. And I approached a place and I was like, hey, can I get a job at doing this? And they said, yeah, sure, whatever. And I remember the woman in charge, or at least the woman in charge of this thing, called me to her house, which was like a couple blocks away from the place in the plaza. And I really felt creeped out, you know? I genuinely felt like like something wasn't right. I didn't know why I was suddenly in this woman's apartment. As an 18-year-old, why she was like, I don't know, probably 30 something. I mean, she didn't seem predatory or anything, but I did find it a little bit weird that I was just suddenly hanging out at her place while she would just let me in there, and she would just get the cards or the little promotion card. I don't know if cards is the right way to call it, but they were not flyers, I can tell you that much. Wait, so these are really disconnected? Look at that, the eye sockets are disconnected. Interesting. Alright, so let's keep working on that. Probably want to reduce the size of my pen now. Just imagine that you're turning 30 in 40 years. Yeah, I know. Oh boy. The Luda boy is going to be 30 in a 40-year period. That's okay. I was going to be 30 anyway. Whether I wanted it or not. And you know what? When there's streamers like Vinesauce, it's like it still does the sort of thing I would like to be doing, like in a long term. Yeah, I'm okay with being 30 and still streaming and doing the things that I love. I think that'll be okay. Hopefully in 40 years my art would improve dramatically, you know? Hopefully it looks better by then. I'm turning 20 in 40 years. Look at that. Oh, so you are 10 years older, like 10 years exactly younger than me. Nice. Given that you are 16 at the time. Beautiful. I could say enjoy these years, but I honestly think that sometimes that advice is overrated. It makes it sound like you're only and ever going to have an interesting life and good things at 16, which is totally false. You know, I wouldn't say that my teen years were bad, but genuinely I think that when you are a teen, there's a lot of things you can't do, no matter how much you want to. And you guys won't have a source of income. And therefore you won't have the money to like do anything that you guys want. That said, when you get the money with a job or whatever, please save. I made the mistake of just like spending like an idiot, and now I'm still in debt. But hey, that's getting paid slowly but surely. I'm turning 20 in 5 years tomorrow. Awesome. So Knight is 11 years younger. Not currently 16, but coincidentally I'm turning 16 in 4 months. Oh, there we go. Somewhere like around like that. So you guys are the same age. That's really nice. Crazy to know that you guys were like in freaking primary, like you were babies when you joined the stream. You know, it would be awesome if everyone got powers when they turn 16. I mean, you get the power of like doing shit irresponsibly and people wouldn't blame you entirely. Nice. Also, bots, when we reach December, please also give me some requests for you. I actually enjoy drawing things for people, even if they then turn out incredible. I think we can start here, something like that. Then we have this actual little chin thing. If you'll notice, the cats have this little like chin also in their skeleton. Oh, Windows 96 is such a great musician. I love his music. Luckily early December, so I don't have to wait as much. Sweet. So that also means that you get Christmas and birthday presents, right? And they don't like merge them together. That I've seen some poor people who have birthdays in late December, and they just kind of like say like, oh, here's your birthday gift, and here is your Christmas gift, son. Enjoy. And they like don't give you anything else. They just give you one thing. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 a.m. everybody. I think I want to remove that function. I used to had it a lot for classes, but since I don't teach anymore, really. I mean, I do have one final student that it's kind of holding me against my will. Not really, but if I could, I would not be teaching, but it's still good money, so I cannot really reject it. No. Noche buena. I have a cousin born on Christmas Day. I have a classmate born December 25th. I have yet to know somebody. Is this right? No, not really. I'm messing this up. I have yet to know somebody whose birthday is in New Year's Eve. I don't know anyone whose birthday was on January 1st. I would be intrigued to know that person because everybody would be awake to, you know, experienced that birthday. But yeah. Okay, this is dark. I guess I'm gonna leave this just like colored. Well, let's just leave that for now. Also, I am missing a little bit of this. Alright. But yeah, as you know, my birthday is in the middle of summer, June 12th. And what has happened the worst is that the World Cup or the Olympics started on my birthday, right? That's been the worst interference, quote unquote, that I had before. The World Cup has been more significant because, you know, Mexico likes soccer a lot. So when it's my birthday and the World Cup starts, I used to get incredibly jealous and mad about it. Yeah, I was that kind of kid. Kind of neighbor's kid. I would get mad that his birthday wasn't a world fucking celebration. Like, it was not fair. The world was supposed to celebrate my birthday and my birthday only. But nah. Later I learned how to be like not a childish stupid kid and think like, oh, that's okay. That's okay if like there's another thing going on my birthday. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I was that kind of kid. I don't know what this thing is for. But I'm gonna draw it because it's there. That's a weird ass bone to have behind your eyes. Yo, H! Good morning. Kemi! Hi, Kemi! Mad at the world for no reason. Morning! Morning, my beautiful people. How you doing? Let me add Kemi to the greeting list. That needs to be a thing. And again, I am manually programming this, but you guys should be greeted. Let me see if this works. There we go. That should probably be alright. And let's add H to the list too. I'm sick and holding on to life. Holy shit, what happened? Or what symptoms do you have? Please don't go to the hospital. I went to the hospital this week. Well, this last week, I guess, if your week starts on a Monday. But, right. Okay, I'm gonna add you two guys to the greeting list. 6 a.m. over here. I just woke up. Good morning, H. Good morning. I know that for camps it's the evening. But nice. Got food poisoning. Damn. Oh, that's gotta suck because I hate. Honestly, I think for me specific. Well, I don't know. The last time I got shut up, Ludabot. Oh yeah, the Ludabot is gonna do that now every time you show up on stream. Last time.
Kamiubi says, banana fish.
Banana fish. It's late and early for all. Yeah, that's the thing that I really love about this small and beautiful tiny community we have managed to gather along the years. There's people who are watching in the morning and there's people who watch at night. I think for the bots it's kind of like morning, afternoon, I think. I love that. I think that's a wonderful thing to have. I wouldn't change that for the world. It would be lovely for more people to join sometime soon. Not because of the revenue, but you know, to have like some live activity in here. I'm so sorry for you, Kami. Guys, actually, let's make a little vote while we're here. Let me make a new poll. What's worse? Stomach illness? Respiratory illness? Lupus? What if I can spell illness right? Illness. And what else do you guys can get normally? And muscle pain. Alright, we're gonna start this little poll. So you guys can like vote on what's like something you dislike in this case. I gotta set up a proper sleep schedule just to watch Luna stream at 6 a.m. No, don't do that. I only stream at this time on the weekend and supposedly tomorrow also. Mondays are also like meant for that in this case. So my idea of a schedule, like before announcing a schedule, I'm gonna first even try to like stream at the same time every night, you know? Or like every day. Because on Saturdays and Sundays I don't have like the schedule as a whole. But yeah, Kamiyubi has been on Twitch since June 5, 2018. I think that's your age, but not your follow age. And yes, Cami, there are commands. I think you got confused for something. Neither day nor night, the Lura community pull up the streams whenever you go live. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I don't want to like make anyone like feel forced to watch, you know, my stuff, you know? I wouldn't want to like make anyone feel like they have to watch my streams at any point. And yes, you can play roulette. And you, with command roulette, you can play Russian roulette. And Cami, you've been following since 2020. Oh, by the way, I don't think I have fixed your shard status. Let me see. Shard check. Come here. Let's see how much shards you got. I'm stupid. Oh, I'm not stupid? That's the command, isn't it? Shard check. Is it because you're timed out? Let me see. Yeah, you're a king. You're not a king, Cami. You are a freaking you're a freaking OG. So let me fix that. Okay, and shard fix, Kamijubi. There you go. Alright, you're an OG officially, my wonderful cams. Alright, looks like we're doing good. And yes! Alright, looks like Knight survived the Russian roulette. Wait, do you see this? Wait. Do you see this thing in the cat's fucking head? There's 1 and 2 here, and there's only 1 in here. Is that right? Is that how cat skulls like? Or look? What is even this thing? Holding the freaking eye of the cat. I am more confused about this thing, but I guess I'm gonna draw it because it's there. Sure. Let's add that. And I'm gonna keep trying to do some anatomy. This counts as anatomy. Oh, that song that you hear now from Windows 96, that fucking bops. I fucking love that song. I love that song. It brings me good memories because it used to be like a sort of celebratory song for me. And I would play it for like when I got like my iPhone or my watch. And I know it sounds a little superficial, but I always, for a long time in my life, I wanted a stupid ass iPhone. There's this song called like I don't have no iPhone that resonated with me. Made me feel really bad about myself. Again, I used to go to a private school in primary and secondary school. Well, middle school. Let me check my first account to see how long I've been following. Go ahead. Those things are probably just bones that aren't fixed. If they got separated and they sort of just put it in there and it's like it's in a bowl. I ain't a coward. I will play roulette. All right, go ahead. It's supposed to use points, but I guess I have to check the code of this scripts to like actually use some points, right? Not insane somehow. Has been following since 2021. Awesome. Damn, look at that. 2021. You deserve your freaking OG status. And H also survived the Russian roulette. Now let's look at the teeth for real. 1 and 2. There are like these two. I don't know if it should be called incisors, but for first, they do follow this outline. Wait. And down here, we can put it like that. Okay, and then we have this big tooth. Not like that, like this, and like this. Oh, this song just slaps so hard. I love this song so much. Then there's 4 of these tiny nub things. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess some 4 more down here. Looks a little bit inorganic, but yeah, there's that. Playtime. Yubi has been playing I have been playing art for 25 minutes, just 30, not even half an hour, and we already have our crowd gathering. We currently have 150,000 short bytes. And yeah, it's been a while, but I'm so glad you have stuck around. Again, I probably, maybe I mentioned this, maybe too much, maybe not, but in my opinion it's not enough, but the fact that you guys have stuck around is really, really appreciated. Especially after like such long hiatuses that I took. Like the great pause of like 2021 to 2024, holy shit. Yeah, that was indeed a huge thing that happened. And I'm just glad you guys still here. I think I have to like change this a little bit because there's like this. And this like should be deleted. Or like this perhaps on the side. Right. Shard. The Great Pause sounds like a great movie. I do say pause because with my best friend I have a similar thing going on. We had like this huge pause that happened sometimes because, you know, I think I'm gonna be honest, I think sometimes I'm a difficult person in person. I get a little bit like, you know, I do have like bad mental health surfacing sometimes through me. But hey, that's why I go to therapy. Well, I used to go. They released me like a year ago. You have stuck around the entire 800-day break. Yeah, exactly. And that's admirable, I think. That's really, really sweet of you. If I had the money that I used to have when I was like spending it responsibly, like on my phone and stuff like that, I think you at the very least deserve something like Discord Nitro. I would have no problem in like giving you that when I have like the resources to like do that. Just fucking every single one of you here have fucking Discord Nitro.
Mental health isn't a joke, folks.
Exactly, Ludabad. You are very much correct. My beautiful, beautiful Ludabad. You at least know that. But yeah, bad mental health led us to where we are. What do you think of this skull? Well, hold on. This has to be dark because there's the picture is genuinely dark, so I cannot see anything. Like properly make it look good. I'm gonna try to just cover that up. Hope it's not too obvious.
Luda, they might release you from therapy, but I will make sure you start rehab.
But I will drag you back. I'll make sure you are going to talk about me in therapy. That's nice. Yeah, sometimes it's bizarre like how much happened on my side offline, right? Which like fucked me up. And no one really realized about that. Very bony. It's indeed very
You already killed me once, you can't kill me again.
That's true, Ludabud. In fact, I think the Ludabud will now be much more present in all this time, right? Like the Ludabud will forever. It will be much hard to like not have the Ludabud present. And you know why? Because I have already multiple freaking backups of the Ludabud. I don't have a cloud backup. Probably I should get working on that. But I'm pretty sure I could make the Ludabot like work forever now. I have it on my Mac, and I should probably also upload it to the cloud in a zip file. Ludabot is like the Friday of Luda Fox, who is Tony Stark, except of being rich. Being rich, Luda is poor. I'm broke as hell. I hope I don't last broke. You know, there are many streamers that were also pretty broke when they started. I guess I'm kind of like pseudo starting again. Yeah, hopefully I'll get some of that Twitch money sometime soon. By Twitch money, I mean ad revenue. I wouldn't want anyone to pay for anything about me. Feels a little bit weird for me personally to like having money of other people just like throw at me. I mean, I do appreciate it, but I would like rather have people spend their money in other ways, right? Go ahead and buy an ice cream. Instead of subscribing to Little Vlogs. The ad revenue should do the trick. I hope. Okay. And let's put it like this. The thing that now Twitch like gave me control to like control when ads show and all the thing. I think that's nice. At least you're in Asmongold. That is true. You know what? For what it's worth, at least I'm not any of those streamers. At least I'm not like talking about, you know, the H3 and 3C lawsuit or like Hassan. I find it very bizarre how like you could be a guy like Hassan and like sleep at night. I don't know, like even if you have like the reward of having people show up to your streams and everything, I still wouldn't want to be Hassan. Like these people have so much money, I would like stop having a presence online and just fuck off for like as long as the money can last. Probably do something else to like get money some other way, so I don't like rely on savings entirely. What I'm saying is that I would do something else that's just sitting on my ass and like talking about whatever. At least I'm doing some cat facing here. Rich as hell, but somehow his house looks like if a homeless person had tantrum inside. Exactly, right? Exactly. I think that shows their own mental health, how crappy they live in. I mean, I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you that this place is like, ooh, beautifully, pristinely clean, right? But I try to keep it clean. When Luda pulls stream. What would you actually do in a fucking hot tub stream, actually? Did you know that people are naturally born as either a night owl or an early bird? I didn't know that. I don't know what I am. I like being awake in the morning, but I also like, I don't mind spending time at night and getting used to that. I gotta say that I do enjoy the morning more because I get to like enjoy more of the day, if that makes sense. I like it when it's quiet and practice one. I like it when it's quiet and I don't have to like deal with like the quiet of night. And like, let me be more clear. If I am streaming at night, I try to be more careful not to be loud. But if I'm streaming in the morning, oh, I can just go crazy. Hot tub stream. Luda sleep stream. That would be weird. I don't think I'll ever do. I first do the hot tub stream before a sleep stream. I don't know why people do that. Luda, we need an apartment reveal right now. Why? Like right now specifically, but it's like right now. We need the apartment reveal. Would be nice. No, it wouldn't. It would not be nice, I think. So that's why my dad tries to spread early bird propaganda on me.
Sleep.
Yeah, and why would you do that? How is that content? I'm just like, you're just going to look at a freaking, you know, like, I don't want to say the word bulge, but I'm going to say like thing, like this mass in a bed, probably with my two cats showing up eventually, or like leaving and then coming back. Yo, Luda bulge! No. Cold mornings are the best. I like cold mornings. I think hot mornings are cursed, and I think that those fortunately don't happen very often. But no, there is no Luda bulge. Be quiet about the Luda bulge. There is no such thing. You know, there's people on stream that like to show off their attributes, their body parts, right? Be thankful that the most about that I will do is when we reach 250 followers and I dress up as a maid. Hopefully my hair is long by then. I cut my hair like in my birthdays times, more or less. And I don't like how I look with short hair, but it was necessary. To like, you guys are getting a little long. These streams are just donation farms. I know, it's like, I think most streams are donation farms where like some people just like get to sit on their ass and not do anything interesting. Because, you know, even with the game streams, I'm planning to do something with those later on. Like, at least I can like get funny moments and whatnot and gameplay moments. That's probably more interesting. Here I'm practicing art. I'm actually trying to do something with this stupid ass pseudo skill that I have. But yeah. Let's go, we're getting Ludaf. The F stands for femboy. I'm trying to lose some weight also. Not like last time when I lost like freaking 20 pounds in like a month. Well, I'm exaggerating probably. I didn't lose like 20 pounds in a month, but I did lose a lot of weight really quickly and it was pretty unhealthy for me. Not so sure if it was unhealthy for my body. I think I was doing okay in that front, but mentally I was like fucking dying inside. I don't recommend it. Let's shave this so it has a nice little look in here. This other nice color. There we go. How's this looking, everybody? Bone out of bone? Does this resemble bone still? Okay, we're done with the head. I think this is fine. I think we're gonna leave it like that. Let's do something else. I'm gonna do now the side in this case. Aren't we all dying inside? At least what I'm feeling. I think you're probably feeling the dying inside a little bit harder than knows my dear Cami. Due to, you know, poor health, I think. Oh, I like this shot. I like this one. Let's have this one, everybody. You're not looking what I'm looking at, but let's use this one here. Check this out. I'm gonna copy it around over here. Look at this one. I like this good open mouth. Let's try this one next. Yo, I don't see the freaking thing that I just added. The freaking like stick. I don't see it anymore. Also, what's this? This is a... What is that? Oh, it's part of this. Let me get rid of this little period thingy. Like, do you see this? Where's the freaking like fucking this things? What are the? What are those? Whatever. I guess we're gonna have some inconsistent anatomy. Sure. Probably because this is not a real cat skull, is it? Ah, whatever. Some pictures show it, some pictures don't show it. I don't know. It's sad that he quit. Who? Let me click on that to see the context. Wait, who quit? But who do you mean? I will wonder sometimes when Lura will stream again. What are you talking about? You know how happy was to see I was to see Lura stream again. Oh, thank you, H. Thank you. Well, I'm here now. I'm planning to stream more long term. Again, I did miss it a lot. I might not have like thousands of people showing up or followers or whatever, but it was really enjoyable. Up to a point. To be honest, there was a point where I was not enjoying it, but I think it was not the streaming as a whole. It was how I was doing it. I was treating it like I was putting myself under too much pressure at some point. I think the left one might be fake. It looks fake. Yeah, right? It totally looks like fake skull. I love the pose, but you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to imitate the pose and add realism to it, whatever that means. Yeah, let's do this one. But I mean, the pose is super cool, but it's probably a fake skull, a fake ass skull. So yeah, let's try to make this work. It's more tilted. Yeah, I want to do a lot with my art still. I got a vision for like how my art could look on stream, like make it worthwhile for everybody. I think it could look really nice, but I have to like practice. Short title. Yes, by the way, H, if you put short title on or off, we will hear your title spoken by the Lurabot. Although Cami, you missed the space. I appreciate the spirit, but you were missing the space. One like this. And this don't look fine, but I'm just gonna follow the freaking example that we have here.
Potato.
Potato. Oh, but it works with speak, not with say, because say doesn't say. When you use say, it doesn't like read it. it simply, like, the Lurabot just japs at whatever you put on the text, right? This looks wrong. It's looking a little goofy. Like this.
And UBVOG says, say and speak and potato.
Do you see? There we go. And now it reads Kami Yubi the OG. Isn't that fun? Like this. And here are these last two. It's looking a little cartoony, but hey, it's practice. Practice. And this one, and this one. It has this sort of thing going on. And you know what recommendation I got after like the freaking concussion I have? Don't think too hard and don't get stressed. The stress part, I've been managing it, but not thinking hard, which actually did make me dizzy. Holy shit. It's a little bit weird. Is there a limit to speak? No, not really. Just the cooldown. Other than the cooldown,
POG says, watching Ludo and having breakfast what a morning.
Thank you, H. And do you hear that? the OG. That's the beautiful thing. But no, there's no limit, Camps. You can use it as much as you like, as long as there's a cooldown. And this one is actually free. The one that has quote-unquote a limit is the say command. That one does have the limit for as much as you spend. I mean, you have 150,000 shard bytes, so you can use that almost pretty much unlimitedly. And if you want to farm other ranks, like reach to them, I'm trying to figure out what ways you can do it. Supposedly I have the multipliers, but I'm trying to like figure out if those work as they should, you know? At the end of the stream, I can show the earnings. Like, you should probably be able to monitor how much you're actually like making in shards, in shard bytes. I had to start gambling with my points, and yeah, because I wanted to like make that work. Like, that's another way you should be able to like make some money with your shard bytes. Like, you should be able to like gamble and get a crippling addiction here in the chat, right? But apparently the gamble commands that are pre-built on the bot don't work, so I probably need to.
UBVOG says, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck if a wood? Wait, too much text. I'm not reading all that.
That's something that I love having programmed on the Lura bot. Yeah, it simply gets bored and said like, I'm not reading that. I love that. I love that that still works. But yeah, the stock commands from the bot don't work. So probably have to like look at their programming and make them work, so you guys can make like some fat shard bytes. Like for the newest people that joins, they're gonna start with like 200 shard bytes if I programmed it right. But then as time passes, yeah, you get some good money out of that and rise up the ranks. I mean, you can also rise the ranks passively, you know, because you're getting points like every time you send chat messages. It grants you 1 shard byte, but depending on your rank, it gets multiplied. So yeah, there's like growth planned. I think I can adjust the multipliers. So I think 15 words Lotobot will be willing to say. I think so. I think it has a character and word limit. I think it first counts for the character, I mean for the words, and then for the character. But yeah, it's both, so you like, if you can actually you could circumvent the character limit. If it was just the word limit, you could go like and say 15 long ass words, right? So to circumvent that, it also counts the character. So you give me like 15 medical terms that are technically words, right? But are going to like sound in the background for long and become annoying. But hey, so far the Lutterbot speak command, it's it's being healthy. It doesn't. I don't think it's been abused, and I don't think it's got annoying or old. So that's nice. There's always some witty things that you guys say on chat, so I appreciate that. I don't know what I'm doing, and I think the perspective is off by a lot, and we're missing a few things. Like this shape is probably not right. We're missing this thing. Do you see like this little hole that he said, like over there? Not abuse, he says. Not yet, anyway. And I know that I don't sure if I'm gonna regret making the little bit speak, but even then, if like something happens, I can still turn it on or off. There's a command I can use to like toggle the text to speech and stop the little bit from talking, from yapping. There's a lot of things I want to add to the Lotobot, not gonna lie. This is wrong because it's looking this way, like it's oriented this way, but at the same time it's oriented this way. This is wrong. Let me try again. Because I think I'm not doing this in a 3D way. It should be like this, and then like this, right? And this should probably be better oriented like in this way. God, I love you. Windows 96. 96. This and like this. Aha, something like that. Well, yeah, let's put it like that and probably add this little things I see at the back. And I have to improve this skull shape a little bit. Okay, that means that I have to remove this a little bit for now. I wonder who claimed first. You did, H. I think I told Bot Scout that he can actually claim the first person. I had to reset it manually, but there you go. There's your 100 short bytes. My wonderful H. Look at that. No one really? Yeah, not everybody knows about the first command. Not yet, anyway. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break. There's an ad incoming, an ad break just coming up in a few moments. I think I can like rest my mind a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, but I think it's nothing to worry about. Unless I don't come back, then you should know that I freaking passed out and died. Well, so far I think we can just start the break. Let me just choose a good song for the intermission. Let me see, what's a good song? Something that lasts 3 minutes. Oh, no way! Alright, I know what song I'm gonna play now in the intermission. Alright, everybody, so we have a few moments before we have to get to the break. I'll be back with you in just a moment. I'll probably go ahead and stretch a little bit, you know, and get working. Just relax for a second and then come back. Alright? Coming! Okay, everyone. So enjoy the little pause. I'm gonna get some vata, and I would say sausage, but I don't have a sausage anymore. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Please enjoy the intermission. I'll be right back. All right, and the Luda Foxy is back, and here we are once more. This morning's stream is sponsored by Breakfast Rice and Shine to a delicious meal and own the day. Isn't that right? Wonderful. So, hello H, glad to be back. Okay, I just forgot that I forgot to serve some water to my poor beautiful cats. Boy, fortunately they are drinking it now, but yeah, I like prepared the little water bowls, but I didn't actually serve the water, but right, they have water now. Oh well, let's keep going with this skull exercise thing that I'm doing. Then I think after this I would like to draw a cat for night and for the birthday that is coming up. I think that would be nice. Let's get through this, and through this, like so. I'm actually, speaking of like Hassan Piker and that thing going on, I wonder what kind of person would like to be like Hassan Piker. Like, who would be starting like their own thing? Or like Asmongold, like who would be the people who would start like that and want to have like an exact same career to them, you know? Makes me wonder, like, because these people do have fans and do like have people who wants to be exactly like them. So I wonder what they do. Excuse me. I'm slowly dying inside. Like this. And like this. There we go. Okay, I think this looks better. Not as good. It's technically not exactly the same thing. I'm sure my art teacher would point out every single flaw that this thing has, which are many, as you can see. But I'm trying. This is a first attempt, so there you go. I don't know. Yeah, it's bizarre to think about, I think. But that's probably going on as we speak. The nose has a very weird, intricate pattern. That it looks exactly like the sort of thing I'm gonna struggle with, but hey. We're trying here. Like that. Okay. I think that's good enough. Probably should like also mark this little relief that the cat boy has in here. Oh, we have a bot. Let me get rid of that. Freaking random usernames that these people have. 1 second. What's the name of this individual? Yeah. Get out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wait, should I like also purge it? I think I should also like purge. I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, I had a poll that I haven't checked on. Let's see the results of the poll. Apparently,
Ludo but no likey button message me.
right? Get out of here, stupid things. So the stomach illness was the overall winner. Like, what's the worst thing to like dislike? I also have the muscle pain. Really? You don't mind respiratory illnesses? I hate respiratory stuff because, for example, last time in January when I had to pause everything Lurafox related was due to my, how's it called? Due to my throat having like horrible pain. I remember that stopped me from doing anything at the time. I really hated what I was feeling back then. It was pretty awful. To the point I couldn't really get anything done because of the throat pain being so intense. I know I probably do sound like a pansy saying that throat pain prevented me from doing anything, but it was a really bad pain. I had to get freaking ketorolac. But I'm also probably not the best person when it comes to pain. I'm probably like, I have very low pain tolerance. And my threshold of pain is really low, I think. I never had food poisoning. Really, H? You never had any kind of like stomach illness? Because of food, specifically? Like, yeah, but specifically because of food. I got food poisoned, not all the time, but pretty frequently. Probably because I used to be the kind of child that would eat anything. If you serve me fucking live, freaking fresh kidney, I would probably eat it. I did manage to try kidney one time. It didn't taste amazing. I started to like notice, like that made me realize why it's probably not a popular meat. I did have a bug that causes me to constantly keep going to the bathroom. Yeah, that's the horrible thing, and I think that's probably worse than throat pain. I can see why, because it's probably more incapacitating to have to go to the bathroom all the time compared to like just having a sore throat or just like coughing all the time. That could be quote unquote mitigated with a face mask. you still feel very shitty. In a way, I think it's worse because you're forced to like go outside and still do things because you're technically not that bad. Whereas when you have to go to the bathroom or you have a stomach illness that can make you vomit or something, you're more anchored to a bathroom compared to like, you know, coughing or sneezing or just suffering in general, right? I think muscle pain is the worst because it's not visible. You can tell people how shitty you feel, but you still look like yourself unless you're like feverish or something, right? So yeah, illnesses that don't show are the worst. And at least stomach illnesses are more visualized or like more obvious, I think. Well, maybe not all of them, to be fair. It's not because even Pepto-Bismol wasn't working. Oh crap, I was on the floor crying the first day. I totally believe you. Yo, when Pepto-Bismol doesn't work, that's when you have to pray. Damn. Yeah, because I'm not gonna say that Pepto-Bismol is magical, but it really helps a lot. I think we're good. Let me just grab this color again real quick. I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit just to make a little bit of a difference over here with this part of the head. You're not sure why we're not getting this little part over here, but that's probably because this color I'm getting myself based on is probably fake. So yeah. And let's add some more lines to the sketch itself. Like so. Add some details here and there. Alright. Like this. I do remember my worst stomach illness was in Acapulco. If you know where that is, that's like one of the closest beaches in, like, relative to Mexico City. Like, when most people go on vacationing, Acapulco is a very popular place to go for the beach, and it's way less expensive than going to like Cancun or Playa del Carmen, right? It's a better destination if you want to like keep it affordable. But one of my worst times was when I went to Acapulco, and I don't know what I ate. I think it was a gringa. If you know what a gringa is, let me show you what a gringa is. I'm not talking about American woman. That's not what I mean. Let me show you the dish. Here. It's like a big quesadilla or like a big sincronizada, if you know what that is. Here's a picture. Let me put it in here and let me switch scenes real quick. A gringa is this. It's this thing that you see on screen. It's this like dish which has a lot of cheese and has some meat, usually pastor, right? I'm pretty sure it was the cheese that killed me in that time, right? I'm pretty sure that was what fucking made me suffer that specific time. Wait, hold on. Let me move this over here and let me switch back here. But yeah, that thing made me feel awful. Awful. And I'm pretty sure again that it was the cheese that like almost fucking ended my life. Because I remember getting feverish. I remember getting super duper sick. And I remember like having this fever. And having a fever in a hot weather is the worst. I truly remember it was one of the times that I got humbled. And not only that, the infection lasted quite a while. I remember that I came back from the trip and I was still sick. I remember that I was like, hopefully you're not like eating something at the moment, but I remember like having to throw up in the middle of the night while on vacation. I didn't go to the beach the last day. I was just like feeling too horrible to like do anything. They just like left me in the hotel room. And I was just like agonizing and hating every single moment of it, because I remember we had an air conditioner and a fan, but they wouldn't let me use the air conditioning because apparently that's bad for the fever, which is not, by the way. So I only had the fan, the ceiling fan, and it was horrible. I just remember staring at the ceiling and looking at the fan and hating my life. I would cover myself a little bit because I felt cold. But I will also expose my limbs because it was really, really, really hot because of the fever and the weather, right? Yeah, it wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend going through that personally. 0 out of 10 experience. Don't do it. Don't fucking eat questionable food on your trips. It sometimes happens. When I went to the furry convention in Guadalajara, I did feel like a tremor or like some flashbacks of like, be careful with gringos, be careful with cheese. I think I ordered a gringa and a burrito where I was. Like outside the hotel, they were offering some food, right? And I remembered very explicitly being like, hope this doesn't kill me. Because I was going with a friend, or friend at the time, let's call it that. And I would be very embarrassed if I like had to like freaking, I was like, you know, pooping myself during the trip. Okay, we have both skulls. How does that look, everybody? And close this window too. Oh, I have a straight little period there. All right, we have 2 little skulls over here. 2 cats at the moment. I think it looks okay for what it is. It's just some quick practice. Let me delete these layers. Oh, I deleted the other sketch layer. I'm gonna call these lines. There we go. I think I'm gonna now do some human skulls just to practice that a little bit. Also, just random bones. Bone practice. Oh, we have another song coming in. Before I play that, let's play some new music. Yeah. Generic cafeteria jazz. Look at that. I like the right skull. I don't know why the left skull is just laughing at the other skull. It looks like a meme, doesn't it? Hold on, I could probably make that work. What could I put? One. There. I am very clever. Okay, there you go. That's a funny laugh. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Here. Just enjoy. Anyway, let's just keep moving with the with the music. Let's do some human skulls, shall we? And I'm glad it works. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know the funny. So what do I need to do again? Oh yeah, I want to draw now a human skull. And I want to do this from the front this time. It's also another one by the side, but maybe one that isn't laughing exactly. Let me find a good reference. This one looks okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one now. Okay, what should I do, it up or under it? Perhaps I should do it, because this space I'm gonna reserve it for the cat. So 1 second, I have an idea. This is a text, right? Okay, silly text. Gonna have a folder.
First we need a skull. Wait, a picture of one.
Yes, a picture of one. A picture. Don't get an actual severed head just for my thing. I'm gonna call this drawings. Okay, lines, color, and the sketch. Needs the lines to be above. And now we can move this. Actually, we should also include this in the text. Oh, sorry for the microphone bump. Oh, I'm stupid. No, wait, I cannot move the whole thing? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, also. And let's put the human skull in here real quickly. There you go. Death awaits. I'm gonna put it over here because I'm gonna probably draw it on this other side. Let me show the sketch real quickly. Let's make it a little bit more opaque. And draw it in here. Okay, I think this is a healthy space. Good. Good. And I think a skull could be simply started like this. I had some previous classes where like they show you that you can actually start the skull with like the stupid ass circle and just do this, right? That's how I remember sometimes how you can like draw a simple skull. Just do this. And then we get complex. So we can do this somewhat. It's more like this rounds thing. Okay, something like that. And then the nose hole. Can you believe like this is inside most of us? Although I think this is a male skull. I don't know how to distinguish male to female skulls. But yeah. Okay, like this. Somewhat. This doesn't look right, but I'm gonna keep trying. Just gonna go ahead and do some digital art cheating. Like that. Select. Alright, I think that's good. Probably refine this a little bit more. Close these gaps. Alright, and something like that.
It's not cheating if no one sees it.
That's probably what Dream was thinking about before he he did his Minecraft thingy. His Minecraft stuff. I remember being a little bit devastated to see that Dream was actually cheating on his speedruns when he didn't have to. But he probably knows that. He probably doesn't need me to like say that out loud. But yeah. Yeah. That's something I really appreciate about like stuff like the speedrunning community and all of that. Like they pay attention. They know their shit. So you can like actually freaking fool them. What do you think of that? Probably making a little bit too small. So let's increase the forehead. This is not the same shape. This is a little bit cartoonish. So let me improve this a little bit more. Oh, burn. Thank you. Let's try this. And this. And there. Okay, there we go. And I think for how many teeth do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 central ones. 2 big central ones here at the center, right? I think we can agree on that. And there are very small ones over here. Tiny ones down here. And 1 and 2 more pairs that are a little bit bigger. I have a curious question. I know that's probably like throwing me off on my train of thought, but hey H, if you're still there, what kind of tacos do you like? If you like tacos. I was thinking of having some tacos, although I shouldn't eat that, but I was thinking, hey, like, hey, Maybe he likes tacos. Probably ask. 1, 2. 2 more. 2 more. Couple more over here that are still visible. Like this, like this. And let's try. And they don't really grow very well. That's why all this time our teeth look weird. Well, that's normal. Also, this jaw isn't closed. I probably should fix that in just a sec. Chicken tacos are good, but I love carne asada tacos. It's so weird to have carne asada as an ingredient. I mean, not to like invalidate anyone, but carne asada just means like grilled meat. Well, not really grilled, but yeah, it means something. But for you guys, it's an ingredient. Chicken is really good. Sometimes I crave birria tacos. Oh, some birria right now in the morning would be great. And I know exactly a place over here where I live. There's a couple of places where I live, but I know one that I went to and they offered birriamen. Like literally, they say birriamen, but it's just fucking maruchan.
It's 8 o'clock.
With birria and some consomme on top of it. Or at least that's what I think it is. I didn't order it because I thought it was stupid. Yeah, birria is really good. Shouldn't be eating that, but it's really, really, really damn good. This is more circular. This was more complex, oddly, compared to the freaking cat. I'm still missing some, like this. Because I don't know how often you guys have tacos. Here in Mexico City, you could have it every day. No sweat. There are tacos everywhere. In theory, you can even like just buy tortillas for cheap. Like actual corn tortillas, not the shell hard things that you guys have. I'm not gonna judge them, but it's not the sort of tortillas we eat over here. But you could easily have tacos every day if you want to here in Mexico City. A lot of people have tacos here every day. No problem. Let's raise these little guides that I used. Again, it still looks really cartoony. Damn. Depends how I feel that day, so maybe a few times a month. Nice. Have you ever had spaghetti tacos? I heard it's an atrocious thing to eat. For a lot of people, that you shouldn't have like spaghetti and tacos together. I do enjoy it though. I especially saw it on iCarly, where they have like spaghetti tacos. I like that. It looks tasty. And my mom, I think, has done maruchan tacos before. I've also done maruchan tacos, but I don't love it. I'd rather have just the soup itself. But whenever I can, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll serve the fucking noodles in a tortilla and eat that, because I have no decency. Okay. Can put it like that. I mean, this still looks cartoony. I'm getting a little frustrated for how cartoony this looks. So you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit, but at least I'm gonna cheat in front of your faces. Let's put this here. Reduce opacity. See what I'm missing. Okay, I'm starting to see it. Okay, so the jaw. Hold on, let me erase this. Wait, wrong layer, lines. No? Where is this? Oh, it's the sketch layer. Yeah, I'm stupid. Here. Okay, so let's find out what's wrong. The circles of the sockets.
This is why I suck you is the real skull.
You were right all along, H. This is a little too low and should match the shape, right? More or less. This is also too low. Should be like this and extended more a little bit. This thing is also a little low. Let's put that over there. Hey, but at least the shape is a little bit more matching. And the teeth are all wrong. think I can move it in here. God bless digital art, because in traditional art this would have sucked a lot more. And again, this is technically tracing. Don't look at this. What? I'm gonna just make that and this. Okay, and now let me move back the skull. That's way better. Yeah, I like this a lot more now. Again, the teeth are probably too small on this inferior side, but that can be fixed without tracing. Okay, and this line shouldn't be just like a straight line. This is just a sketch, by the way. Dang, I was moving for a while. What's happening right now? I'm doing a skull. Bots, welcome back. I had some dinner. It was good. Yummy. What did you have for dinner? If you don't mind me asking. I was actually talking about tacos not long ago. Probably because I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna finish this skull and do another one on the side, and then I'm gonna do a little cat for Wonderful Night, because his birthday is tomorrow. We're gonna work on that. Just this. It's like a middle teething here. Hold on. This one in the middle, like this. Just two more on the side. The classic Polish dinner of mashed potatoes and meat. I mean, that sounds delicious. I haven't had mashed potatoes in a while. I haven't had potatoes in general in a while. Well, I guess I technically did, because this Friday I went out with a friend, and when I came back home, because I suspended my diet a little bit because of my blackout incident. So I instead just bought some Cheetos for that day. I didn't even finish them at first. I left them hanging for a while. And then I finished eating them. I really like the Flaming Hot. I wasn't eating Flaming Hot for a long time. Then I started eating it again. There we go. Let's erase this. That looks a little weird. Let's get rid of those little imperfections. I don't know which meat, but it was meaty, right? But it was chunky. There we go. Just like this in the interior. I'm gonna do it very softly, because we have this sort of crack going on. This other cracking here. And this probably will look better with color, but we're gonna leave it like that. And this is just black. Careful with this. Probably I should move this over here. I was giving a very good debate and good arguments for how digital art is much better. Okay. Like that. Speaking of spice, I'm right in the middle where I don't find mayonnaise spicy, but I find mild hot sauce a bit spicy. Is mayonnaise spicy? I don't think mayonnaise has ever been spicy. I don't know, probably your mayonnaise and my mayonnaise over here is different. Surely, but because I'm thinking, when has mayonnaise ever been spicy for me? I don't remember mayonnaise ever being a spicy thing at all on my side. It's bones structured here. Let's keep it like that. This still doesn't match this. These parts of the jaw are still not quite right. Probably have to erase this again. Something like that? I'm not sure. I mean, because there's just thing holding on the jaw, and then there's this. Then this is hollow, I think. I don't know, I don't have a human skull with me, other than mine, and I cannot really see it very well from my point of view. It's probably an ugly skull. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. Some people find mayonnaise spicy. But the question we should be asking mayonnaise as an instrument. Horseradish. What is horseradish? Let me look it up real quick. Forgot what that is actually. Horseradish. Horseradish. Species of plant. Oh, I've seen this before. I think. Isn't this like ginger? Hold on, let me ask. Is horseradish and ginger the same? Because ginger can taste kind of spicy, right? No, they're not the same. Oh. Is horseradish and ginger the same? Let's see. No, horseradish and ginger are not the same, although they both root vegetables with a spicy, pungent flavor. That can be confusing. Also, they're different things. I don't know how horseradish is called here in Mexico, because ginger is jengibre over here. Man, the skull is looking a little bit chunky, isn't it? Can probably get rid of this 2 rows of teeth. Like, I look at it and again, and I see some problems with it. Like, fix these teeth a little bit. It's like it matches it, but I can probably do something like this. Oh wait, I'm grabbing all the sketches. Can probably do something like this. Oh, the teeth are still kind of wrong. I'm gonna leave that there real quick. Don't look at this. I'm cheating technically, but I'm seeing where I need to like improve. Okay, this, and this. And let's get rid of this because it's wrong. And this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, enough. Oh wait. Let me grab this again. Okay, there you go. Just traced a little bit of the outline. The skull put on a few bones. It's looking a little bit thin, boy. Okay, let's get rid of
Hey,
this.
Ludo, why didn't the skeleton go to the party?
Why, Ludablood? Why didn't the skeleton go to a party? Oh boy, where is this going? Oh boy. And over here. And this little bone thing that I don't understand. It shows, I know, but I think there's that. I think we can leave it like that as it is. I know that what I'm
Because
missing.
the skeleton had nobody to go with.
Ha ha ha. I remember I used to do that a lot at my game testing job. We have a guy called Double D. He will always make jokes like that, or puns, all the puns especially. I would grow mad at him and like slap my hand at the desk like I just did. I don't know why puns are bad. Like these dad jokes make me so emotional, let's say.
Hey, Ludo, knock knock.
Who is there? Who's there? Does he sense or what? That's probably like something a sense would say, you know? Hold on, let's give it a quick cool down. Probably shouldn't spoil myself by looking at the chat. I think the eyes can still be improved. Like this. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish this drawing. Let's keep it like that. And lines. Here we go.
Europe.
Europe! This cooldown is killing me. Maybe I could reduce it. We're not like that many people in chat, so I could probably like make the cooldown more generous. It's at 1 minute, I think. Maybe we're gonna reduce it to like 30 seconds or even 25 seconds. Then I can increase it as like people show up. Let me write it down so I don't forget, you know? Here it is. Let's get my marker. Oh, I have a cooldown message. Hold on. I think I can erase this
No,
already.
you're a poo. You're a bad person to tell jokes to.
Ah! Alright, that was way better than Europe. Reduce cooldown. Reduce. Say, and speak also. Speak cooldown. 25 seconds. 25 secs. There we go. You're a bad person to tell jokes. You're poo. Alright, let's just finish this stupid ass skull. Alright, let's follow these lines nice and easy. This beautiful human head. Human head. Okay, like so. Man, the dad joke todays are going crazy today. They are, aren't they? We're having some crazy dad jokes. You guys actually like dad jokes? I mean, as much as of an overreaction I make, I do find them amusing sometimes. There are things I genuinely like about dad jokes, not gonna lie. Okay, we're done here. Let's add some of this. There. And this we can actually make now. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's not overdo it. Let's make this round eye sockets. There. And I'll get to the teeth in just a sec. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. It's incredible that we have this symmetrical line in the middle in a skeleton. Hopefully one day I'll be so good at this, perhaps I would barely need a reference. Well, maybe not. I don't know how many times I'll be drawing skeletons, you know, but hopefully one day I don't have to like need this so much. But hey, that's why we are here, to make perfect out of practice. But hey, if I wasn't doing this on stream, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be doing this at all.
You knew that drawing is bad as a burn.
I'll give you that one, but it's bad to the bone. Okay, that one was better than the Europe one. Okay, let's put it like this, and like this. Maybe the teeth aren't exactly accurate. I'm giving it a
You
try.
now has skeletons inside his closet.
I didn't say anything. Well, yeah, technically, yeah, it was a little bud. I don't have the bone command working yet, so I had to get to work on that. And I do have skeletons inside my closet. Well, not really. I don't think I have anything. I used to have a tiny human skull replica when I was a child. I think they bought it to me because I was already like showing my autistic love for the human body, because I found it fascinating. I remember how my love for the human body stopped the moment I learned about like the immune system and the fucking, like, I learned more about the immune system, right? Like how hormones and proteins and like binding signs in each cell work. I remember in that moment I was like, nah fam, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I am not supposed to learn this.
That drawing is jaw dropping for Emma Lazy Bones here. It's a real dick in the ribs.
Oh, Lurabot. Yeah, if I could like probably give you a small pat on the back, I probably would and tell you you're getting under my skin. That's the only bone thing I know that I can say. I think we're good at this point. This little thing that you can actually feel in your real skull. Like if you touch over here in this part of your head, you can feel like that little thing. This is worth all the points. And honestly, you will never lose your rank, but you will never stop being an OG if you spend all your points. I'm having this sort of idea that maybe one day during like the anniversary stream or something, if you have like...
This drawing is bare bones and bone dry.
Lurabot! Good job. That's actually also quite clever. I mean, the human body is interesting. We are strong bone yet fragile at the same time. Exactly. It's really fascinating how resilient we are, but at the same time really delicate. Anyway, bots, yeah, you could waste all your points making the Lurabot speak, and eventually, there could be a time where we reset all the points. Like if you are like...
Don't worry, the skull has thick skin.
Ah, Lurabot. Anyway, yeah, if you ever like have like 200 points by the end of like you using and spamming the say command, don't worry. Not only are you gaining points by the time you're using the chat, like if you're chatting, you're getting your points back slowly but surely. And eventually, there could be a point where we can have like a rank reset. I think it's speak with you, but yes, Lurabot. What is it? You want to fight? You don't even have arms, Lurabot. I think I haven't drawn the Lurabot, so I don't know how it looks like yet. But if you use it all the time, there could be a time or a freaking like special day where we actually like have rank reset and everybody gets their points back to their original level.
I am down to throw hands.
To throw hands. Don't you mean throw paws? Because you are like technically like a foxbot or something like that? Attack you in the Matrix way. Did you know that I haven't even seen the Matrix? Would you believe me if I told you that? That I don't even know what the Matrix is. I haven't watched it. Oh, what the fuck is this? These teeth are wrong. Hold on. This is in the middle of in between two teeth. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, because they're like this line should go in between two teeth. Something like this. Like this. Alright. Yeah, whatever, that works. Oh, the cooldown, you're always so close. Okay. You can look like this. And like this. Gonna add some detail down here. Probably not so much detail. It's gonna look not quite right. I can imagine a lot about kicking your shins. I wonder how much of a fight I can put against the Lurabot, right? I'm not precisely strong, right? I have to admit that I'm not the strongest person. Like my best friend, who is a female and is shorter than me, not too much, like not much smaller than me, but she can actually like beat me with arm wrestling. I cannot win.
I guess Luda does have a funny bone after all, lore.
A funny bone. Ahahaha. Ahahaha. I guess I do, at the end of the day. I think this is as far as I can make it. Against like detailed bones. Alright, let's get rid of a sketch and let's start coloring this stupid thing. I'm gonna just do this for the center. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like this and let's start coloring this stupid skull. And what was I using? The drawing pen, I think? Well, I'm using it now. Regardless. It's a little bit white, isn't it? What an old interpretation of Lodabot. What does all interpretation of Lodabot is? Luda, please check Discord. I remembered about something. Okay, hold on. I'm checking Discord. Here it is. Please play on stream. What was that? Scratch. Let me copy this link. I think if I can copy this from my phone. I don't open Discord during streams because consumes a lot of RAM. And I'm gonna keep the computer not too hot. Okay, I'm playing this. Oh yes! That's me and that's the Ludabot! Yes! What is that sound? I like the music though. Yes, I forgot about this. We need to archive this. I need to have this like visible somewhere. It needs to be like placed somewhere. This is a museum piece. I like this. Weird how the tables turn around. Exactly. It's not the first time the Ludabot then fucking kills me. I saw the Ludabot being blue, but Ludafox became blue. When did that happen? Do you remember how that worked? I don't remember the Ludabot being blue before I was blue. I'm blue and I'm da-da-da-da. But I remember very clearly that I don't remember if this was... No, it cannot be this recent. When did you do this? Do you remember? Was it last year? Because the Ludabot didn't exist last year. It did exist before, but the Ludabot as we know it was dead before, right? And then we did have a text-to-speech Ludabot and everything interacting with me. But that was in like 2021. If I remember right. I saw a lot about being blue. No, I always saw a lot about being blue, I guess. It was like 2 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And I think that the profile that I created for the Ludabot was always like bluish. Maybe we can keep the Ludabot being
like
blue.
Springtrap, I always come back.
Exactly, Ludabot. That's the spirit. I always come back. But yeah, I remember very well how we had like the Ludabot be a thing for a while, you know? Like it did exist before, then I sort of killed him. Well, not I. The freaking bot thing just stopped working. I still have the files for some of the stuff or the scripts that the Ludabot used to use back in the day, actually. Like, technically, some part of the Ludabot still exists.
The word back and that's accurate.
I was 2 or 3 months before you took the 800-day break. Was it really 800 days? Just ignore the word back, and that's accurate. Oh, but I get it now. Ah. Okay. I didn't see what you meant, but now I see, and you got me. Damn it. It reminds me of like those like little tricks that people do on like streamers, and they made them repeat something, and they don't realize what they're saying. You're very slow to the bone. Quiet, you. Yeah, you actually got me there. Okay, I was a little bit. I had a slow ass reaction time for that. I'll give you credit. I didn't realize. Remember when you guys were like rickrolling me all the time? Like I refused to like click links for a moment. I think it was Jeff, the one who like rickrolled me the most. If it wasn't Jeff, I think it was also bots who like rickroll me to hell back in the day. Let's make this a little bit darker. It's dark around in here. That's so stupid. Just remove the back, ignore the back, and it's accurate. I don't remember it actually. Yeah, there was a while when I was getting rickrolled frequently. There's even a video on my secret channel where like I actually show how I get rickrolled. Okay. This is probably darker actually. I think we can make this dark. I think we can make all of this darker in general. Let me grab this previous color I used. I like this. Hey, the music, is it just me or
Never
is
gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Oh, I like how the Ludobot says it. That's nice. Yeah, you see, the Ludobot is nice. It's really good for this kind of stuff. And instead of rickrolling me, you can make the Ludobot say the thing. Alright. I was just going to say that the music is getting a little generic. Do we have anything else? What about this one? There's a playlist here, an hour and 40 minutes long. Sure. Let's have that play. It's to finish the day, but it's just starting for me. This is good music for bots whose day is actually like ending. It's a little bit lighter. Some of the details around here. Alright. This is the sort of music that would put anyone to sleep. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put that playlist that is just for people who are already nervous. Here. We need more... yeah. Thank you. That's better. I don't want to fall asleep on stream, so I'm gonna switch the music a little bit. Death Grips music takes me to sleep. Really? I don't know Death Grips though. What is Death Grips? Okay, I think that's good. Alright, human skull. Still can add some detail. I think it could like help it. There you go. And I should keep the reference for this little extra details. Could you say you're drawing nude because the skull has no skin? Yeah, I guess I could be drawing nudity. It's like beyond the nudity of skin. Actually, don't remember that like Twitch has a problem with you like drawing naked boobies. I think it does. I think Twitch doesn't like when you draw like boobs. Right? I actually don't remember. Not that I'm going to draw boobs. I think, right? I would find that a little weird at this point in time, but I think art is one of those categories where you can actually like draw sexy things and you don't get in trouble as much as you do like with other things. Oh. Wait, sorry, the auto moderator got you there. Twitch likes when you show boobs though. I think so, but I think it likes it more when you're a woman. Which I am not, unfortunately. I do have that disadvantage. Well, quote-unquote disadvantage. I mean, there are other privileges, I think, as a male, according to society, that I have. But yeah. I got to get in the meta, I guess I have to draw some... Either some questionable furries, or I have to, like, also get, to draw boobies. But it would be way better if I was a girl. I could probably... I don't know if the freaking... How's it called? The voice mod works on Mac. If it does, I could probably get it back, because I think I bought a lifetime license. I could probably get the voice filter back and activate the Luda girl and catfish everybody to make them think that I'm a girly girl. There was an entire controversy because the streamer showed here boobs on stream. Yeah, right? Like, there was an actual case of somebody, like, being like, explicitly explicit, right? But like Instagram, I think there are cases where you can actually like show boobies, and technically it's okay because the rules state that you shouldn't show genitalia. And if you don't show genitals, you're off the hook. And boobs are not genitals, so yeah. Yeah. And still, a lot of internet dwellers are like, if you say boobies, they'll click immediately. Many will probably report it. But yeah. I'm not sure what Twitch standing in that is. Don't remember the exact context. I remember in a Shadow Rose stream, she was talking about something to do with money, and I joked that she'd start a hot tub streaming. What did she say? Actually, about that. I wonder what her response was. If you don't remember, we should ask her again. It need context. I think she got the joke and said nope. People could be like, "Come on, Jax, it would look great if you do a hot tub stream." Freaking Comer ass attitude. I'm like, come on, Jax. I'm glad that Jax is not getting like, or as far as I know, she's not getting like many internet creeps. You know, she has a goldfish brain. She says herself, so I don't know if I even remember that. This is why I have a S&RV archive. So when you ask me about a hot tub, it's on record. Okay. Is that a skull, everybody? Do you agree that's a human skull? We have cat skulls and we have human skulls. I think we can leave it like that. And I think I had enough of bone practice, you know? I think I want to draw a cat in this area here. Let me very quickly sketch that out. So we have a little cat frame to work with. Now that I've done some practice, and I want to like pose it real nicely. Something like this, I think. Judging from this, we have like this thing.
Everything Ron Chiwi says it's recorded.
Yes, it is. It's most of it. It's archived. No, that's a Sans mugshot. I could actually like turn it into a Sans if you like. Bro, like do the hoodie thing. Yeah, why not? I could do that. Hold on, this is not proportional. This is like bad proportions. Select. And like this. I think this is how cats look, right? Right? We could probably like make a flowering here. There we go. Splatoon. Yeah, we had some Splatoon music. Damn, I love those emotes so much. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to take a quick pause, and I'll be back with you in a few moments so that we can continue with some of the art that we have here. Wouldn't you like that? So we're going to take a small break so we can do our third hour of the stream, nice and easy, and I'll see you back in just a moment, in just a momento, okay? So I'll play some meow synth. Let me just prepare the song for the meows. And yeah, we'll be right back with you. Yes, I know this one. Okay, so we'll be right back in just a moment. Please enjoy the pause and see you in a brief pause. Be right back. We are back. That was a quick break, wasn't it? What was I doing? I was just playing some music and we are having some Nintendo music. Okay, so we are back. This art stream is sponsored by Bones. I can see why dogs love them now. Sponsored by Rage Shabone Legends. Hello again. Now I should be ending the stream after this last break because the garbage truck passes at 9 AM or sometimes after 9 AM. I never know when exactly it's going to pass. But when it does, I need to catch it because I need to throw my garbage away. So yeah, when that's the thing that's happening, I'll be gone by then. Oh, what happened to my reference window? Wait a second. Oh, it for some reason just showed up to the panels. I already have a little cat for the reference, so I'm gonna be using that. Probably not doing this right already, but that's okay. I'll make it work. So let's go back and do a little kitty cat just for night before I go. Let me just fix the head though. Will be more something like this. And this is where the neck goes, the ears, round face, and yes, the body's twisted in this way. Well, let's fix a little bit, a few things before. Alright, hopefully you guys are enjoying the art streams so far. Yeah, we'll be back to playing games, but until I can like fix a few things, hopefully, so they can work much more smoothly. Probably fix this a little bit more. Let's make it a little bit smaller. A little bit, just a little bit. Just the two of us. Gotta fix that silver PS2. It works. It actually works fine. I guess I haven't had any games I wanted to like play. I mean, I do have like GTA Vice City, right? And I guess it's going to be a good game to play. And now that we are in the pre-Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, but we know it's Vice City. Just for comparison, I don't know how long it would take me, right? I still love the art stream. The chat makes it fun. Yeah, right? I think it's way better now that we have a chat that it's active. You guys make, as you know, you guys make like all the streams be way better. I think the Lurabot does contribute a lot to the fun. But hey, who would make the Lurabot say the stuff that he says without you, you know? So yeah, the Lurabot is important, but I think you guys make a lot of this be worthwhile. And let's add the little nose. Let's give it a little smile. We use the say command. It's a lot about saying it, not us. That's true. You bring the Lurabot back to life. That is true. You do bring the Lurabot back to what it was always meant to be. For that, I couldn't be more thankful that there's like people using and making the Lurabot say stuff. Should be something like this and like this. I think we're good. Let's give it some stripes. And the tail should look something more like... This low-key sounds like anime music, wouldn't you agree? It's over this side, rather. Okay, now let's give it some lines. Oh, that's probably my cat. I just heard something like move. I don't know, I don't watch anime. Good on you, but never watch anime. It will ruin your life. Ruin your life. Sketch 2. Isn't that right, people who watch anime? Isn't your life essentially ruined because of you watching anime? I can see it sound like anime music. Right, it sounded more like anime-ish than, in my opinion, game music.
Check out the OG says. Yeah, a little bit.
There you go, what about you agree with me? Well, not really, you are agreeing with H. Or rather, you're reading his message. Big beautiful eyes, big beautiful cat eyes. And a big beautiful nose, big beautiful cat nose. Like this. Another beautiful cat eye. Okay, I'm using a lot of focus points on this cat. Alright, my life was fine till I discovered Letterboxd. What was Letterboxd? Was that the thing that you showed me? Like the little game engine? No, that's Scratch. Never mind. I'm dumb. What was Letterboxd then? I know I heard it somewhere. This doesn't really need that little thing that I'm adding over here. Okay. I am not at all anime is bad. I am not all anime is bad though. What do you mean, like all anime is bad? Is a movie social media? Oh yes, that's right. It was like IMDb, but IMDb like better than IMDb. Like with IMDb, you like criticizing crap. Here, you're like actually providing something of like discussion and like trying to enjoy things. Is this Zelda music? I feel like I heard this music somewhere. And this eye is probably not right. Okay, maybe that's better. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't look better. Okay, there we go. Depends on what you like. I have seen there's anime that is almost entirely exists purely for the reason of it being like gratuitous. I remember my friend in middle school showed me High School of the Dead, and I remember being uncomfortable because it felt like we were just like sort of watching porn together, you know? If you know what I mean, it definitely felt like... wait, hold on, Prometeo is meowing. Let me see what he's meowing at. Just give me 1 second. Let's see what's all the trouble. I don't know. It was just like running around and meowing, but I guess it's the zoomies. Well, regardless, I remember that he showed me High School of the Dead, and I was like, huh. Like, I guess the animation was really good, but at the same time, there was just mostly panty shots and a lot of like jiggle, like boobies moving at high speeds. I wasn't a huge fan of like that. I don't even know if I would have watched it on my own, because the thing is, I think watching it with your friend What's almost the equivalent of watching porn with somebody, right? So it gets a little awkward when you're like watching these things and you look at him and he's like staring at the screen, right? So yeah, that's what I mean when all anime is bad. Yeah, because for example, Neon Genesis Evangelion has like those weird sexy scenes, right? But at the same time, there's like a lot of merit for like great animation and there's a great story and all of that. I'm horrified at what people are calling their own creations. And there's a guy with a little sister, that name shakes me to the core. Ugh. Yeah, this is why I feel like a lot of people think twice before putting something out there on the internet. There are a lot of weird people out there. What was this guy that used to like draw for, like, you remember the drama about this Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson, I think? And he had like an artist draw shit that was horrible, right? Like, for example, I remember like he would draw actual nudity of real life people. To me, that's really fucked up. Makes you like want to consider twice on like doing anything at all that it becomes like even remotely public, you know? Yeah. Good thing we're talking about these really dark subjects with freaking Wii Sports music in the background. Now, Ghost Stories in dub version is a different type of cursed. Why is that? It's the only anime I ironically want to watch. Oh, Ghost Stories! Oh, that's an even of an anime. I'm stupid. I thought you were talking about actual Ghost Stories. I've seen people like dropping names of animes all the time. I don't always have time to like watch anime. If it was legal, believe me, I would probably like stream some anime in here on Twitch and watch it together. I know there's like watch parties, like you can actually like watch it and like sync it with people, but that means that you will never be able to pause it, and I don't know, I will be like reacting to a black screen. I'll have like my stupid imaginary V2 avatar making weird faces, right? I think there was a way before that you could actually legally do that on Twitch with Amazon Prime and stuff, but yeah, you can't really do that anymore, I think. How is this cat looking? Cat-like? You know what? Not half bad. I think it looks like a cat. Cat out of cat. And with the skulls for practice. I think the eyes could be better. I think the eyes are like the defining trait. It's making this not look exactly right. Waylota wants to become a VTuber? I don't think so. I don't really know if I want to go the VTuber route. Hey, the meow works now! Remember when you couldn't do that because of the anti-spam filter? I fixed it. I only had to erase a single block of code. Let's put it like that. No, I don't know if I want to be a VTuber. It could be a phase, I guess. I could do like the VTuber thing for like one generation of Ludafox. Have an era where Ludafox is like a VTuber. But I don't even know how the Luda VTuber would look like. Would it be like a fox, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people who just wants a VTuber would remain because of that, and they would immediately leave as soon as I stop being a VTuber, which would be okay. I wouldn't want people just to stick around for one thing. So, you know, I do a lot of things. And right now I'm having this art phase, and not more than a phase. It's just me doing what I can at the moment, since I don't have like, well, doing what I can, and I also genuinely want to do art now. Let's make this M more realistic. It's not a literal M, but it does look like this though. We need the facecam error back. Actually, that's more manageable now. I can actually like very easily have like the facecam show up much more easily because I actually just can use how's it called? The continuity camera that the Mac can actually like, you know, connect, and you will be able to see me. I can still do facecam. Just give me a chance to like have my hair grow back. So yeah, I don't exactly precisely love how I look with short hair. I look a little terrible in my opinion. Some people say I look way better, but I don't buy it. I don't really like how it looks. And we have like a middle stripe along the back.
The chat wants to see your pretty face.
The chat wants to see the Luda face. Yeah, it does add more quality, I guess, to the more engagement to the stream. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think this sketch is done. Now let's try to make some lines. Okay, and some line art. Using a finer ink thing. You know what? At least I'm not a PNG tuber. At least I haven't like gone down that rabbit hole. This music sounds like it belongs to like ARMS, like that Switch game. I wish I had like streamer money and I could like actually like buy a Nintendo Switch on day one. A Switch 2, I mean. We'll be having some Mario Kart or some other games. Because for example, I haven't played Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, a lot of those games. I would love to play that on stream if I could. Trust me. Ah, yeah, the Art of PP. We also need to play some OpenTTD pack. I think that can run on my Mac and stream it, no problem. I just like need to like get the save file from PP Lake, which I think it's not difficult, but I haven't looked into it. If it's impossible, then I still fortunately have the save file on my Linux computer. PP Lake. PP Lake. There we go. Add some thickness to the underside of the eyes. There we go. That doesn't look like a right nose. Alright.
It's 9 o'clock.
9 a.m. Surely, probably, hopefully I don't hear the garbage truck passing by. I don't want to miss it. I mean, if I hear it, I'll just probably get a VRV. There we go. Let me see what time. I heard my watch just. I want to say rumble, but no, that's a game term. Okay. Like told me about something, but it was just a time. Oh, what am I doing? Let's not do that. Like so. Let's give that fur texture. There we go. And give that edge to the face. Beautiful cat face. There we go. open TTV, more like open PP Lake. There should be a mod where we can actually like name it that. It would be fun. Man, PP Lake has such cultural impact. Even though it was just this weird minimal thing we did a long time ago. Okay. Now, let's add this other one. And this. You guys like Chinese food? I know it's a random question, but I just remember there's a Chinese food joint. Well, there's more than one. There's like 4. And there's one that I can actually like walk to. Technically I could also walk to the other one. But it's really good because what I always love about Chinese food here in Mexico is that they serve you up the ass. Don't take that literally, like they don't put food on your butt, but they serve you a lot of food. They always give you plenty to stuff yourself. It was small, but it has lore, and now it has a community built. Exactly. Oh, I still have to like program a timer for the loadabout just to fucking say random PP Lake stuff. You know, that would be fun, especially during like open TTV streams. We could make that happen. But Chinese food is, yeah, it's great. It's really, really, really great. I think undoubtedly so. Maybe I would do the whiskers in another layer. But I especially mention like Chinese food because again they serve you so damn much over here, and actually it's pretty affordable. I'm surprised of how affordable Chinese food is. You know how foreign food has like okay, tell me guys, how expensive is foreign food over there in your current situations? Because for example, the most expensive quote-unquote food is Japanese food, like sushi and ramen. That gets pricey real quickly, especially quality-wise, right? Like good quality. I haven't had any other like type of food that it's foreign other than American, like Burger King or McDonald's, right? Or like Starbucks. That's always like pricey. I'm surprised to hear like people from America and the States. That's actually the cheap food over there. That's actually very cheap. Like if you're eating on McDonald's or like on Burger King, it's actually cheaper. But I think it's no longer that cheap anymore. I see people complaining how fast food is not cheap. Actually, I probably ate Chinese food before, but I forgot. Oh, really? It's been a while? The same over here. They sell a ton of food in the box. Yes, I love that. Every food is pretty expensive here. They add up fast, right? I have a friend in Canada. He shows me how food is fucking insane, and there's not like a lot of variety of food that you can eat. In fact, like you actually have to like freaking like you have to spend a lot of money to have a worthwhile meal. Over here in Mexico, everything, especially the food, Mexico City especially, I think food is super cheap and it's everywhere. That's why everybody here is fat, including myself. Right? Like it's super easy to get fat here in Mexico because food is everywhere, it's delicious, and it's actually really cheap. You can really eat for cheap in here. Now I haven't eating on the street anymore, and I have been trying to like avoid processed and street food in general. And even then, I can like get some cheap ingredients to like cook anything really easily. You're fat? I'm gonna need proof. I mean, most people won't say I'm fat, but I am definitely chubby. I want to get rid of that chub. I'm gonna need proof. You'll have to take my word for it. One day I'll show you, but today ain't that day. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Just be patient. Hey, how's that cat looking? What do you think of the kitty cat? I'm gonna now color it for my wonderful knight Which do we like for this one? Texture marker. I think the oil painting brush is really nice. This one, or the acrylic one. Yeah, this one I like. But there was another one on even acrylic. This one, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna make the cat for night a bluish color. Maybe not that blue. Maybe like this, like this. I make it a magical cat. Yes, yes, sir.
Fluffy, fluffy kitty.
Yes, it's a kitty fluffy. It's a fluff kitty. Sometimes it's worth to pay fast food and then it's to cook at home. Yes, it is. It pays to know how to cook. Exactly. I am a terrible cook, by the way. I'm pretty sure I suck. I suck butt when it comes to cooking, right? But at least I want to try. I want to get better at it. You know? I think that color is kind of hideous for the cat. I mean, I want to make it like a starry cat. Like a beautiful stellar cat. I don't want to make it a void either. I'm gonna use this color, see if it works fine. Yeah, this is the color I want to use now. Need a better brush though. Search of recipes online. You know what? Actually, ChatGPT is very useful for when it comes to cooking. I mean, ChatGPT is useful for pretty much everything, most of the time. But what I mean is that you can actually ask ChatGPT to like tell you what to cook, given what you have at home. And I'll give you a recipe. Is it good? From what in my experience, I have a crockpot. A crackpot. I have a little crockpot, you know, this slow cooker thing at home. I told the model and what I could do for the budget to ChatGPT, and it gave me some answers, you know. I'm grateful at least for that it actually can like tell you something that you can do. The first thing that I did was rice, and it was okay. It was fine. Damn, bro, just have an air fryer. I know. It's a little pricey though. There's a few things I want to buy before an air fryer, but I do want to have an air fryer one day. Just need to save up. What I want to buy now is a nice container for my food when I take it to the office when I have to work. And a little lunch bag, you know? Like the ones that I don't know if you guys use a lunch bag when you go to school. I certainly did. Yeah, I want one of those. I found one that is really nice and really cheap on Amazon, but I just have to wait to my next payday to buy that one. And then, when I get that, it will be nice. It cooks basically everything. Yes, it's amazing! You can literally put whatever you want in there and it will get done. It's really awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. I have a crockpot and an air fryer to manage. I'm jealous. That's exactly the kind of setup I want to have. I have this theory that you can survive on 4 things. Air fryer, SodaStream, a PC, and a 3D printer. The SodaStream, you mean like the thing that like turns your, you know, your water or your stuff into soda? Let me help out with these things. Might need some outlets and cables, but you can for sure survive with those 4 things. The PC is definitely viable to like make money if you like know how to do it, or if you can like work from home or something. Like, as an artist, not me, like, I mean, as an artist, somebody else, not me, I still think I'm far from that. Like, somebody who can make art could make commissions, I think. I mean, it's not exactly easy right now with AI taking, like, work away from artists. But I feel like people with, like, the people who make AI art is people who wouldn't have paid for art anyway. Like, the people who pay for art are still out there. It's just like, they were never the AI crowd. But yeah, it took a lot of potential away. I do agree on that. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a tamales cart passing by. I don't need tamales anymore. Set up an Etsy account. I use a 3D printer. Oh yeah, you could do that. And actually, if everything fails, you could still like sell the 3D printer and buy some time. Like do something else with that money if it doesn't work out well. Probably the only the only problem I see with that plan is like you have to buy the resin or the plastic thingy to like have the 3D printer run properly, you know? That's probably the only issue I see. Other than that, seems pretty solid. That makes money and you can buy supplies for the 3D printer and food and water. Exactly. Pretty sure you can still sell 3D printed stuff because fortunately that hasn't been taken by AI yet. So yeah, I see that as a definite win. But I think maybe the only issue with that problem would be like getting the 3D printer with you, but I think it's getting easier every day. My mind went something else. To what age are you talking about? Freaking sex toys? Are we talking about dragon dicks? If not, then I'm going to look like a 3D print. Okay, never mind. I am the weird one. My mind is actually dirtier and much more horrible. Never mind. We were not talking about that. Yeah, we'll find a way to make first stuff for the 3D. I'm pretty sure it can probably do that now. And 3D print food. Honestly, if you could do that, that would like save a lot of people. But I'm pretty sure like a lot of people would get how to say probably get it will make it problematic for a lot of companies, right? Who are like going to like prefer to have a profit rather than have people like survive. I should probably relax the auto moderator and like the sex terms. I think those could be okay. I think again I don't know. I'm relying a little bit too much on the auto moderator because the Lurabot cannot really moderate well yet. Magical night cat. Magical stupid blue cat. Beautiful. Wait, we use the uneven acrylic for this. Yeah, I forgot. Let's start over. Yeah, uneven acrylic. There we go. Trust me, Lura, I'm dirty-minded too. We are. I'm pretty sure no one here is like innocent. Let's get real. No one here. No one here goes to church. Probably should look at the sketch for this one. It's cover, but let's have a look. Yeah, it looks way easier to follow. Let me put the sketch here. Oh wait, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. That happens sometimes. I'm gonna use like different colors and start overlaying them a little bit more and more. You know, I didn't used to be dirty-minded. I used to be the kind of kid that got offended when you said like dirty words in front of him. Seriously. There was a time in primary school, like in elementary, where people would just say like something like butthole or sausage, and I would get upset and angry at them, you know? Make life interesting. My first me to go to church. Well, you wouldn't go if you had the choice. Have to be a bearer of bad news since that's the only bad news I have. Well, I used to go to church. On your own volition or in the same case? Because I also technically used to go to church before. I remember the times when I was dragged to church. Probably blue wasn't the best color to color this magical cat. But again, I'm hoping this looks good. The more progress I make in this drawing, I hope. Just hope I'm just fucking consuming a lot of hopium for this thing. Okay. I don't know, Rick. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to look. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the only bad news I have. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Maybe we shouldn't have done this kitty cat blue. And I'm gonna keep trying to fix it. If not, I'm gonna start over. No, I don't know. Looks a little weird. Probably because cats are not blue, you know? I was on Red to church. It wasn't bad. Oh, nice. I actually don't have much of any memories going to church, you know? I'm gonna use the opposite colors instead. I'm gonna make this cat more creamy looking. Well, that's Cheeseland. I recognize that music. That's from the Mario Kart 8 version. I think I can make this easier. Hold on. Let's make a more realistic cat color instead of like dark blue. I regret my decision, so yeah. It looks like it's a skin color, but don't worry, I'm gonna color this cat normal cat colors, I promise. Who on that clip of Breaking Bad where Walter says, "Why are you blue?" Right? I remember like Walter being like, well, let's play that. Yes, we gotta bring that clip up. Okay. Yes, here it is. Alright, hold on.
Yo, I'm really sorry, okay?
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
Golden. Freaking golden. Yes. Thank you, boss. We really needed that. Why are you blue? That could be a highlight, actually, that I could edit out. News can be good nor bad, it's just news. And then we say something like, the plane has hit the second tower. And then Master Uwe would say, those aren't actually bad news. Man, I miss Kung Fu Panda. I miss when Kung Fu Panda was from 1 to 3 and it was over. Just like Shrek, it didn't need another movie. Like, number 4s are usually not great ideas, in my experience. Yeah, there are good number 4s like Call of Duty or Mario, right? Those can manage number 4s. But as for a lot of things, no. I don't know. I don't like number 4s. Hey, he gets it. Exactly. I really like Kung Fu Panda. I think it's one of those furry initializer movies. I say initializer because, for example, there are movies or media out there that is not like meant to like, you know, tickle on the furry senses. Like, people who aren't furries can watch it and enjoy it, right? And it's not really meant to turn you into furry. However, movies like Bad Guys or what else? Or Zootopia, those are meant for furries. Those movies were not initial. Those movies were like are cater to the furry taste. I'm pretty sure you can see it, right? Like, you can totally see how like most of these movies are like created to specifically like, I don't know, rub the nerves or like massage those furries out there. They're like built specifically made for those. I had to clip something. Oh, go ahead, bots. I like clips. 4 movies in the best movie. It rarely is the best anything when you do it 4 times, right? Trilogies are beautiful because it's start, middle, and end. When you have a 4th something, you better have a good plan. Most of the time I've seen that there's no good plan. Hell, I dare to say that Kung Fu Panda did an amazing trilogy work. I think it was Body, Mind, and Spirit, and that followed beautifully. What the hell is 4? 4 is nothing. I don't like it. I haven't even seen the movie. So to be fair, I cannot even say if it's good or not, but I would love to see if it's great. Well, I guess that's good. It has something redeemable, but I don't know, it shouldn't exist. Same with Shrek. I think Shrek 4 is wonderful because Shrek 3 doesn't exist. So we can all agree that Shrek 4 is the best Shrek 3. That Shrek 3 with King Arthur is really silly, but I guess it was technically a necessary step to give Shrek his life because he was technically king and whatnot. Yeah, I can agree that Shrek 3 needed to exist in a way to connect to Shrek 4. I don't know. Decisions were made. Oh yeah, the eyes are still fucking purple. Let's give them a normal eye color. There. Oh, I remember when I first heard this music in Mario Galaxy. It was really nice. Good memories. Oh, this is not the same color. Whoops. I haven't even seen any Kung Fu Panda movie. I do recommend from 1 to 3. The second one is especially great. I wasn't a huge fan of the third one, but it was good. Yeah, I think it ended nicely. I do recommend it. I don't know about the fourth one. I can't recommend it because I haven't seen it, and I don't particularly love that it exists. But it's there. Some movies don't even have a 2 or 3 movie, and that's okay. I think standalone movies should be like that. I don't think everything needs a sequel. There are things that that were so garbage that probably shouldn't have had a sequel in the first place, but I was curious to see a sequel. Like the Super Mario Brothers movie from like 1990, from the 90s. That, I really wanted to see the sequel they have planned. That one, I would have loved to see the sequel. Most of the time, sequel exists for money. Exactly. That's why American Psycho 2. Yeah, there's a second American Psycho. Holy shit. There's also a second Pacific Rim. Again, unnecessary crap. Alright, let's see if I can actually paint a cat, after all. Okay, not bad, I guess. Not a bad start. Okay. Yep, sometimes some movies needs to have a sequel. Yeah, there are stories that actually have like a continuity plan to them. Like Narnia, for example. I didn't understand most of Narnia because I was a child when I watched it. Like the Narnia movies. They seem really cool, but unfortunately I didn't understand what the hell was going on. You could say or argue that I was too young. I wasn't that young. I was like, what, like 8? But you should know that as a child I was essentially like brain dead. I did not understand a lot of things. I was perpetually confused by life. I was a very weird kid. Yeah, that's why I'm doing streams on Twitch. Alright, let's leave it like that. How's it looking, everybody? It's a cat. Let's get rid of this. Probably add some extra shading. Some other secondary coloring. Like this, perhaps. This. I don't like that. Let's saturate it. Well, it sounds like Kirby music. It's too bad the actor for the 90s Mario is dead now. Yeah, that's a sad thing. The 28 Days Later movie didn't really need a sequel, but it's good they showed the evolution of their version of the apocalypse. Said 28 weeks later sucked, but days and years were amazing. Oh, wait, is there really like a 28 weeks and 28 years and 28 all like that saga. Reminds me of the freaking pronouns cinematic universe, because there's a you, there's an I, there's an it, right? I mean, if that's the case, that's a little bit funny, but fitting, I guess. I think 28 days later is about zombies, isn't it? If I remember this right. This is the most video gamey music. Okay, 28 years is good for the idea, but bad for the P execution, for the PP execution, for the execution. There's only the trilogy of 28 days, weeks, and years, but years is getting their own trilogy. Huh, how does that work? Like 28 years and then 29 years? Don't think it goes like that, but yeah. Alright, fuzzy cat. Let's actually brighten up the face. Maybe we can actually like have like a whitish face. Oh, that's the garbage! No! Alright everybody, wait for a long break. Oh, just in time. I don't know if you hear that bell in the distance, but that's the garbage, and it's coming to pick me up. All right, everybody, I'll be right back because I need to take the trash out. Okay, so be right back. Enjoy the probably longer break. So while I finish this kitty cat, be right back. All right, I am back, and I just throw out the garbage, everybody. Whew, sorry for taking a little long. There's usually a huge line of people when I go ahead and give out and just take out the trash, you know. And there was still a line. that was still a thing. But fortunately, I was able to just be one among the first few, so I didn't have to like be gone for like 10 or more minutes. I think I was gone for like 10 minutes. I think. Alright, let's move on and let's just finish this kitty cat. So you were saying 28 weeks is easily the worst one since it doesn't respect anything from the first movie. It's a sequel. Most of them follow the last movie, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes really follow everything from the reboot trilogy. Oh, interesting. I want to watch the Planet of the Apes. I wanted to watch the original, and I wanted to watch the reboot. I watched the first one of the reboot, and I thought it was fascinating. Even though I think there were probably many references and many things that I didn't quite understand. Also, guys, did you know, I think I haven't tested this. Let me actually test it right now while we go back to the art. I think if you get bored, hold on. You can probably try this command. I think. Oh wait, excuse me. Adventure. Let me bet some of my shard bytes to give you an example. Let's go with 100. To some serious adventure business. Use adventure shard bytes to join in. Yes, I think you can go on an adventure and essentially bet your shard bytes. And I think you can probably win some good loot if you guys want to be part of that little adventure. Oh, and yeah, you have to like use how many shard bytes you want to put in for my adventure in this case. But yeah, if you guys can join me, I think something happens, and I think we have a time limit or something like that. Oh, come on, bots, just 5 shard bytes? I'm not trying to shame you like this woman streaming who was like, $5! You don't have $5? Not in that way, but I don't know why you lowballed the adventure so much. I don't know. And I think I have to put command adventure? Isn't that just D&D and a bot command? I think so. No, I don't know. Can I just go adventure again? I don't want to play it. Okay, there you go. Starting adventure serial with 3 players. I don't know how this works, by the way. This is the first time I'm using it. And, and I don't know. I never used this command. I think we have a much bigger threat on our hands than the cave in is half man, half bird, half pig, don't laugh, and super serial. As the adventurer works their way through the tunnels, they hear a soft noise from behind them. Look out! It's the man bear pig! Bot Scout drag off into the darkness. H runs away. Let's get out of here, guys. We can't deal with this alone. The adventure ended. Survivors are me and H. And we abandoned bots. And we got our shard bites. And I think bots just lost his shard bites. Damn. Alright, that works. And it's automatic. Alright, that's really fascinating. Looks like we can have that thing running. And no problem. So that's awesome. Perfect. So when there are like BRBs or like when I'm absent, like when I have to take out the trash, I think you can totally use that and have that work. Ah man, there's 900 seconds. How much is that? 900 seconds in minutes. That's 15 minutes. Damn. We have 15 minutes to before we can hear this. Also, what happened to the music? There we go. It was a little low. I think you can hear that, right? Oh, wait. Excuse me. The music is loud. I know. I don't know why the music went so low. Okay, there we go. Why is Scout so unlucky? I don't know, yeah. Bot Scout gets a little unlucky for some reason during like a little quests and stuff. But hey, no problem. Well, we can figure something out, and probably your luck will improve. Good thing I haven't like added the slot machines before, you know? But the adventure actually works. For like when there are long breaks or you guys are getting a little bored, we can use that to like improve your experience. So you guys have some fun when I'm like shading something or when I'm gone, right? It has a little bit of a long timeout, so maybe I could probably like reduce the cooldown to something like, instead of 15 minutes, we can probably make it like 10 minutes or even 5. Yeah, in 5 minutes, I think 5 minutes is healthy, so you guys can have like your fun spamming on chat and having some adventures. And I think I would probably code some new adventures, right? Something more local to the Ludafox, you know? Oh. Your messages got deleted. No! Don't delete my guy Bot Scout's messages.
You say, I will cut off your power. That will teach you a long time out. Wait, too much text. I'm not reading all that.
Oh, come on, Ludabot. It was, you read essentially all of that message. Okay. We have a beautiful surreal tabby cat with like yellow fur. Okay, this is as much as a fictional cat as there can be, right? Okay, we're still missing some detail, but I think this is going okay. I mean, this cat should be gray and not freaking... Why don't I make this into a normal tabby cat? Nah, because I will be Prometeo, and we don't need to make a Prometeo. You know? If I wanted to make a Prometeo, I could draw a normal Prometeo, but this doesn't have to be my beautiful Prometeo just yet. I think we can have it like this, and it's okay. It's funny when it ends at 180 characters because they get pissed off at a single period. Exactly. Like if you say one single word or one single character, it will read everything, but it would say like, too much text. Maybe I can make another like sort of improvement. Like develop something for the...
Me likey kitty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, little bud. So we can like actually have like... read most of everything, but when it's like clearly way more than that, then that'll definitely not be read by the Ludabot. I think we're good in here. Looks like it has some big eyebrows. Let me fix that. Alright, there we go. I think that's a healthy cat. I'm gonna add now some highlights to make this really pop, and I'm gonna add its whiskers. There is game, but yeah, but the game shows what I'm doing on the stream. Maybe I could change the game for something like stream instead, so it's more clear, right? Oh, we are at the 3-hour mark. Nice. In this case, we have the title. That's true. That's a little bright, isn't it? It's a little too colored. There we go. I think that looks okay. Alright, whiskers. Two commands that do the same thing, very cool. Actually, yeah, we have uptime and we have the game, but in fact, it's probably because I have been doing nothing but art, and it shows the same thing, right? It's very similar to shard bytes and shard rank. It's probably kind of the same thing in that case, but yeah, you're right. Let's add some eye shine to this beautiful kitty. Kitty. Yeah, that makes it look much nicer. And let's add some color to these eyes, shall we? Yeah, I'm using the same color. I'm stupid. That's a little bit not the same color. There we go. And with the gambling command, it should be the command slots, but it's not, doesn't seem to be working. Slots with an O, by the way, not with a U. But yeah, I don't know why it doesn't quite work. I think I have to check the code of it, or maybe it's badly enabled. I don't know what's wrong with that command. But yeah. Wait, hold on, bots. Should be more something like this. Slots. Yeah, it doesn't work for some reason. Bot Scout killed himself again with the Russian roulette. Maybe I could make the Lurabot laugh at you if you like lose Russian roulette, you know? Oh, crap. I put the wrong color in the wrong place. There. That's invisible. Alright, that's a cat out of cat. Although I could probably make this a little bit darker to like give it the form of the shape of the snout. Not that dark though. Ever so slightly. I was using the acrylic. Yeah, like that. Like give it a little super subtle shade. You can like show how it's like a little snout, you know? I wish I had the money to have like an iPad and stream Procreate, you know? Alright. I think this is as much as we can do for tonight. For today, I mean. I think this was fun. I think we did some good work. Especially with the kitty cat, right? I could probably add some background. No, don't do this. No! I could probably add some background color to make it look more interesting. Let's do that. Let's actually add that little dark that I wanted to add. Because I wanted to do something like nightish for night. Like this. Like this. And let's just add some few little stars. This needs to be bigger though. And let's turn it into an add layer. Why not? And also have the Lurabot pissed off when we don't die. Maybe. Or maybe the Lurabot could be more celebratory, but yeah, sure. I could make the Lurabot speak when you put the roulette command and it says like, haha, you died. Something like that. Like, ha ha, you have died. You are stupid. And more messages and not just suicide. I think I can also add some like more text for the Lurabot to speak, right? When you do the roulette command. Oh, these stars are looking stupid. There we go. Some of these are like just fucking scratches in the back, so I don't love that. this? I have a stabilizer at one of the highest settings and I'm still making all these stupid ass lines. Don't I have like a brush for this? Oh, we have cat footprints. Oh, that's adorable. But I'm not gonna use that. I just want some like stars. Polka dot. No thanks. Flowers, brick, leaf, symmetrical, smudge. These are bubbles, aren't they? Yeah, these are not exactly stars. Prism. I guess it kind of looks pretty, but not really. Hand-drawn glitter. I don't like that one. There's twinkling stars, right? Which I guess I could use, but it looks so fake. I'm gonna spread it in just to like have it, but I don't love it. It looks a little like artificial. Oh, the trigger is pulled. The H has been saved. Nice. Twitch Twitch user has been banned from PP Lake. Twitch user has to has to take out the trash, which is me. No. I'm gonna add some few more stars so it doesn't get a little bit boring with me just like sprinkling stars. It's more like a sketch more than a finished piece, but it's for our dear friend Knight. Twitch user has taken an 800-day break. That's me. Twitch user is now looker for amount of time. The lurk command I want to add actually, and in fact I was thinking that I could make the Lurabot speak actually when you use the command lurk, but that command doesn't exist yet. I need to implement it. Same with there was another command that I was actually thinking of adding other than lurk. Oh, that is arms music. Alright, the cat is done. And there we go. Let's just add some little work here. But I think I can use the edge pen for this one. Oh wait, we have the stabilizer up the butt. Come on. Do you know how to make an F, Ludafox? There you go. I'm stupid. Hold on. How do you spell night? Hold on. There we go. How does that look? Twitch user is in prison for committing crimes in Minecraft. Twitch user went to the Shadow Realm. That could be good for the lurk command. Twitch user took a break to pet the cat. Oh, that would be nice. There we go. Alright, Night is probably not watching anymore, but hopefully you enjoy this little kitty cat that I did for you. Please enjoy, and thank you so much for being part of the community, and happy birthday! Mind you. So yeah, there you go. Okay people, so I think we can call it a day. It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think that's a healthy amount of streaming for Sunday. I'm planning to do another stream tomorrow morning. Or at least that's the idea. I hope I can actually do that. You know? Oh, let me have you a good look at the canvas. I don't think I have shown you that. There you go. Alright, we're gonna leave it at that. I'm pretty sure I could probably see you tomorrow. Twitch user went to eat. Yeah, probably. Or maybe Twitch user went to use the toilet. We can use that. Those are good ideas, actually. Good thing I get the chat logs. In fact. But okay, everybody, I need to have some breakfast. I'm probably gonna buy something. Maybe I could buy some chicken. some chicken jockey. And well, cooled off. Oh, look at that! You guys can probably do a last adventure before we log off, if you guys want. The chooser got bored and started drawing. Aha, for example. I'm gonna have to like look at the at the bot logs before anything. But alright, my wonderful people. I'm highlighting this time. Alright, let's see. Highballing, I mean. I'm gonna join Bot Scout. The amount is 1,000. Oh, I can change that. I should probably change that. I think I didn't code this properly. Venture. I'm gonna join with 1,000 as well. I don't even think I have 1,000, but let's see. High, underball, and highball. Exactly, right? Like you went exactly to the minimum and the high limit. Okay, adventure. Oh, I have 1,000 shardbytes. Good. Good thing I have 1,000 to join bots. Let me predecito. Right. And H also joins with 1,000 shardbytes. And I think no one else is in chat. We're all gambling. Yes. I could probably like make the multipliers crazy and see what we can get out of this stuff. My beautiful Percy, I love you so much. All in. Again, I should probably like max out the shardbytes adventure, probably to like maybe in a 20,000, something like that. I think that would be cool. Let's see what happens. All right, let's just wait for the thing to start. And we'll get going and we can end the stream. Oh, I can show the earnings, yes! Starting with time heist with 3 players, ooh! And with some good Nintendo music. Your memory is vague. On the table, a small laptop is playing a video. My name is the Architect. The Bank of Carbaxus is the most secure bank in the universe. You will rob the Bank of Carbaxus. Unable to leave their minds blank. H slowly feel their mind being drained as the teller feeds on their thoughts. Whoa. We find ourselves back in the room and we started to slowly fades again, only to wake up in the beds like nothing has happened. Yo! The adventure ended. Survivors, Bot Scout, and me. 300 shardbytes for each. Damn, H. You lost 1,000 shardbytes, but that's okay. Pretty sure you're still an OG, right? Let's find out. Shard check. Bot Scout. H. Yeah, you're still an OG. And look at how many shardbytes you still have. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You lost plenty, but you still have many in your bank account. Alright. This is some curse for sale type of story. I know. I don't know how many stories this thing has programmed. And if I can program more, oh, that would be awesome. I could make some Lurafox specific ones, like ones that take place in PP Lake or something, you know? Alright, so let's end the stream. Let's see the earnings. Alright, our earners was Cammy with 1,000 shardbytes, but I think I gave them to him. Second place was H with 577. Probably 577, but looks like you probably lost them. Next is Bot Scout with 411, Knight with 57, and me with 8 shardbytes. Venture thing, you lose points, but you will lose less if you win. You're not really making an earning. I think you earn all your points back and 300 more. But yeah, I can tweak those to make them work actually. You can get some high rewards in that case. I don't know if you can hear my Percy purring. But he's purring because he's sitting on my lap, this beautiful creature. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we can call it a day. Well, I'll go back. Not too bad, but it's time for me to start my day and get to do some stuff. I think I will upload this to my Twitter and my... Oh, by this I mean the art. I will upload it to my my Reddit. Yes, to my subreddit. Probably share it somewhere else and also to the Discord server for you guys to see.
Breakfast. Nom nom. Goodbye, everyone.
Yes, it's time for the breakfast. I'll go take a nap. Yes, bots, I think it's getting late over there. Please go to bed. Thank you for sticking around. Big shout out to Knight for his birthday. Happy birthday, Knight, when it is. I think it's right now your birthday. And thanks to Kami, and thank you, bots. Oh, it's 6 p.m. Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. Yeah, it's nowhere near that late. I thought it was much later. Alright, let's end the Nintendo music, mind you. There we go. And let's not forget about this.
I'm really sorry, okay?
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
That's a good clip. Alright, H, also enjoy your morning. It's 10 a.m. for me. Well, it's now 10 a.m. In 5 seconds, it will be 10 a.m. Let me probably sleep at 4 a.m. Yeah. Looks like
It's
that.
10 o'clock.
There we go, 10 o'clock. S&RV Archive, thanks for watching. Thank you for sticking around.